Okay. So lovely to be with you today.
Thank you. Happy to be
Yes.
here.
Yeah. And well, let's do the work. Let's see wherever it goes, like whatever comes to mind. Yeah. What brings you to this moment that you'd like to take a look at?
Well, I have very clear fat loss goals. I have been on a long journey of food freedom.
Hmm.
Love Byron Katie, like love it all. I have cut sugar and flour from my diet, and I just am really stepping into this new identity of I am a mindful eater. I am a mindful eater. And um, I have been engaging in this habit lately that I call conscious, unconscious eating.
Ah, conscious, unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
consciously unconscious. Got
right.
it.
And the way that looked in the most recent days was I went to the pantry to get a snack. It was, and I pretty much always, I'm not getting a snack because I'm hungry. Like I know that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um, and had a bag of slivered almonds, and I went back to the couch and I ate it until it was done.
Hmm.
So it's like one of nuts are a domino food for me.
Okay.
And then today and yesterday, I have a jar of coconut butter, which is like my sneaky, like it's sweet. I love the texture, but there's technically no sugar. Um, and I just took a spoon to it and like ate it till my stomach felt like that was too much. There you go. Like
Uh-huh.
so I'm
Yes.
I've come a long way and I'm not where I want to be yet.
Yeah. Okay. These are these great, amazing moments of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, so somehow, you just see in that moment, like what that's like it right before when you want to go for the reaching, you notice that thing. See if you can see everything that's going on in that moment, because I'm sure you said consciously unconscious, so you're probably aware of yourself doing it.
Hmm.
The voice saying, did you really want to do this? Is this what you want to do right now? Don't do it, whatever. Anyway, just see everything that's happening there. In the
Hmm.
There's the pull, there's the idea. See that? Let's go eat
Yeah.
some food.
And the thought that keeps my spoon going back in the jar is more. I
Yes.
want more, keep going.
Okay.
Or like, this is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a little justification of something in there. And I don't say justification and say that word is that means your mind is bad or there's something
Right.
wrong with it or um but yeah, that natural that shows up. Okay, so the more this can be done with anything. So in your case, it's here's the food. Food is very readily available and accessible. All kinds of things have more, more. Okay, so just see if that's true. More is better. Is is it? Let's go after it. More, more.
Yeah. If we take the whole sentence of like, I want more,
Hmm.
that is not 100% true.
Okay.
Like, there's a part of me that doesn't. So if it was a clear yes, I'm like, nope, it's not true.
Isn't that amazing to see?
Yeah.
Sometimes people will say like I was a zombie and I was completely taken over and I there yeah, I definitely just wanted more. but there's just that voice, but that's not the only one there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Just notice that energy pull, you know. All right. Not absolutely true.
Right.
So, what all happens when you think this? I want more. You have to be noted, referring back to the previous moment, the
Mm-hmm.
second. Okay, I want more of that. I want more.
It leads to another spoonful in the jar.
Hmm.
And even though in the beginning I was tasting it, eventually I'm not truly enjoying and tasting it.
Yeah.
And I keep going, and eventually I feel heaviness in my stomach, and I'm like, that was too much. Like, and then maybe eventually the next day I'm stepping on the scale and feeling some amount of disappointment.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to explore this, it kind of seeing it's easy to see the cycle. Something just goes more, you eat it, or engage in the thing, do the thing. Now there's disappointment. Then there's some more thinking often, like called the sin guilt punishment cycle. I learned that from somewhere. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, punishment, I don't feel good. I should pay for it. Look at what's wrong with you, kind of heavy. Then that wears off, but I want more, but I want more. So a more moment comes back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good to see something about it is just the same every time, you know? It's,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So who would you be without that thought? I want more. If you weren't even able to think that in the moment, because just noticing it's not even absolutely true.
Yeah. So I would be on the couch, jar in hand, spoon in hand, and I can't think the thought I want more. I would probably think that's enough. And I would put the lid on the jar and put it back in the pantry,
Wow.
which does eventually happen. I'm just hoping to shorten.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and that it's possible to find that, it's kind of like, do I need to go through the course? It's kind of like running an obstacle course. Do I need to go through it again entirely, to have this stopping thing happen?
Hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, it is interesting because with food, you do need to start it and eat it. You do need to start eating,
Hmm.
every day, uh, and have some and have enough. It's very interesting because it changes, the same food can change. So that first spoonful might have been fitting.
Yeah.
So how will we know? So it's kind of like, yeah, if without the thought, you'd stop. What would you be referring to? Like, how would you know to stop? Without the thought, I want more.
I feel like I would need the replacement thought of that's enough,
Okay.
or I want to save some for later,
Okay.
or let's make this last as long as we can. That would be a really empowering replacement thought.
Ah, okay. And even I think, yeah, so good. Just something about the feeling or the sense or something in there, um, whatever works for you. So in that case, I want some more for later.
Yeah. And I even thought of like maybe I could experiment with a 5 indulgent bite rule of
Mm,
like,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
This is my thing. I take 5 indulgent bites and then I put it back.
And that's,
So that's intentionality before I even start.
yeah, it's very clear,
Hmm.
since the other thing's murky and it's kind of like something overrides a sense of fullness or whatever's happening there. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, okay. That's great. In other words, so it sounds like indulgent bites are fun. You don't want to put them out of your life,
Hmm.
and 5 of them are okay with you.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
without the thought, I can get more structure involved somehow. I can see something that works there.
Yeah. And I'm writing down some of those other replacement thoughts because it's like, oh, if I hear I want more, maybe I can follow that with I've had enough or um I want I want this jar to last.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Or
kind
the money. That would be motivating for me too, of like, let's stretch my dollar. Like I like that thought.
of, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever's fitting, and also even just seeing overall, like the stepping back and seeing when I'm in the end result of the whole thing of continuing to want more and get more actually isn't that fun.
Mm-hmm.
If I really deeply see this isn't going any, it's not going anywhere that I want.
Yeah.
It seems like it. It seems like just to some, kind of when they say lizard brain, kind of survival brain voice that forget about all that, like what it's going to feel like in 5 minutes or 30 minutes when forget that. This is just critical right now. We just got to have it now. It's okay to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff will be happening, but to really see um, that I don't want more, like you saw, like just at the beginning, is it absolutely true? That's kind of like just more going rational mind, just taking a look, but feeling the truth of it's not that fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just really doesn't it's not that great.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So let's turn it around. Let's just turn this one around. All right.
Hmm.
I want more. What's the opposite?
I don't want more.
I don't. So how could that be just as true or truer?
Well, I don't want more because the next bite is never as good as the previous bite.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Um, like
Yes.
I already know what it's going to taste like. It's not, it's like now getting me into the land of excess, and I
Yeah.
don't do that.
That would
Um,
be awesome. Like to see it's not as good. It's like a wave that starts explosion and then it goes down. It doesn't get better.
right.
It's really, important to just see the wave of everything that's happening right there. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So that's a good proof. Okay. I don't want more.
Yeah. Yeah. Other proof is I really am committed to my fat loss journey. And like that version of me does not want more.
But yeah. Right. Yeah. Seeing this, the how I would really like to live and be in this body.
Yes.
That doesn't fit then over there.
Mm-hmm.
All that more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. See if you can find one more. I do not
Yeah.
want more that's
I
genuine.
also don't want more because I'm really trying to strengthen. the habit of I always eat my food at the table.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh,
so every time I eat food on the couch, I'm like empowering an old habit that I've already decided to let go of.
sure. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want more because I just I don't like eating on the couch.
Yeah, that's a thought I need to strengthen. I don't
Yeah.
like eating on the couch.
Okay, maybe we'll do that one next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay, and how about the turnaround first? Either I want more thinking, not food, or I want my thinking wants more.
Mm, cool.
I don't really, it's mind coming in. I always say that the only reason I could ever find that I was overing anything was because of a thought.
Yeah.
It's just thoughts and feelings. If
Right.
thoughts and feelings aren't there, there isn't the urge to do that, that it just
Hmm.
doesn't happen. But
Yeah.
lots of thoughts and feelings, some of which oppose each other. But so
Hmm.
and the thought comes along. It's not really your thought that says I want more. It just comes in, you know, and
Yeah.
it's not like you invented it, it just appeared.
Right.
You can question it.
Yeah. I didn't choose to want more.
Yeah,
A thought just came in.
yeah,
This, and that doesn't mean it's true.
yeah,
Yeah. My thinking wants more is
yeah,
like, yeah, because I am not my thoughts. I am the true I is my essence. And my essence wants me to live vibrantly in this body and mindfully in my choices. So, like, my thinking wants more. Be- those thoughts wanted more. But
yes,
I, as like the spirit that I am, does not
yeah,
want more.
yeah, yes. This thing that's animated here, doing what it
Yeah.
does, having thoughts, and that is just like the weather. I love the weather metaphors. It's like if I am the sky, just there's a being here, and the thoughts are like the weather going by. The sky
Mm,
is still there the whole time.
right.
So storm happens, more, and but there's still then it clears up and the sky was there the whole time, never left, always present.
Yeah. Love that.
Yes. Okay.
I also love, so I'm a somatic coach and a musician in my life. And so when I work one-on-one with people, I'm always watching their bodies and to see how their bodies react. So you just reflected to me that even me saying like who I am doesn't want more is like my body was agreeing with how it
Mm,
showed up in my posture and my hands and my animation.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I know. I love you. Just bring the exactly it. Bringing the body along for the ride. There's so much happening there when we have these moments in the body. My goodness.
Mhm.
Okay. So what did we just think of that was another good one to check? So there you go. I mean,
I
you
like
can,
sitting on the couch was
yes.
a habit I or a thought I would like to have.
And before we go there, I want to just one more turnaround.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't like missing is so
You're
I
doing
want more. So more wants me
oh.
and just
Oh, that's a funky one.
yeah, it is. And you just there's this quality more. It wants me. You know how
I can play with that.
yeah, good, good.
So more wants me because there is so much expansion available to me in the world and it wants me along for the journey.
Ooh,
So like and that expansiveness wants me to be my most energetic version of myself.
Hmm.
And I know that when I overindulge in food, it drops my energy.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it kind of holds you back. All right.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I also like this, you know how when we believe we want more, it's like us going towards like where is that? Where is that? It's usually out in front of us. It's like, I'm moving towards here's the spoon and I've got the jar and it's not usually back behind us somewhere.
Hmm.
Or um, and I want to get over there. I'm getting propelled this way. So if we turn that around,
More wants me.
yes, more wants me. So there's a state, and instead of me going towards it, just life is coming into me, like peace, or why would we want more of the thing? It's like very pleasurable, you know, just
Hmm.
we're kind of hooked up to go like, let's have some more pleasure. Let's avoid pain, right?
Hmm.
Um, so just pleasure is coming towards me. Um, this state of moreness is basically something I relax and open up to, like receive instead of have to move towards.
Hmm.
Like life come to me at this moment. You just imagine any of that, like those desperate, it's like sort of wanting, thirsty, hungry for something, missing, give me, give me. Um, instead of like a thing that is calling out for having something coming to me, or I need to go to it because I'm empty. I'm full, and life is coming to me because I'm just such a full, delicious, big, uh, expansive, peaceful,
Hmm.
solid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, I also had this cool image while you were sharing of like my rebel part is often the part that's leading the way
Mm.
in, when I'm overeating. And
Yeah.
I can actually use my rebel part in my favor if like, I imagine kind of like this gremlin face inside the jar of that's like, keep going, keep going.
Yes.
That way I can be like, huh, you want me to, but I won't. And
Yeah.
and then close it. I think that would be a really fun visualization because then my rebellious spirit gets to like be honored, but in a way that serves me.
That's nice. I like it. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, good energy there. Just taking the energy. I love rebel energy because it's very fiery and feisty and, you know, I- yeah, solid, just fiery, fiery, you know,
Yeah.
density.
Hmm.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm definitely rebelling this, staying in this cycle
Yes.
work.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm saying no. Okay. So on the couch, that
Hmm.
thought. What's that
Yep.
thought? I don't want to eat on the couch.
Hmm.
Okay. I shouldn't eat on the couch. I mean, how would you say it? Like, that's okay. Um, there I am. So it's interesting to look at eating on the couch. So eating on the couch is happening in that moment.
Hmm.
So same thing, it's breaking the idea that I would just like to eat at the table. So it's saying, yeah, I want it quick or I want it here. What looks good about that? Eating on the couch. Why does it even get interested in that?
it just feels like more lazy or more indulgent or like hee hee, like I'm gonna take a snack even though I'm not hungry, and this is the place where I do that.
Okay. So it sounds like a little mischievous, sort of got some rebel in it or just something. I'm going to do that here. I get to be indulgent. I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
follow those rules.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. So that's, something it's appealing. It looks like it's appealing. I
Yeah,
get,
maybe it's a like this doesn't count or something,
oh,
like
yeah.
the calories don't count when I'm hiding away over here, away from the place of eating or something.
Yeah.
I know that that's a thought I truly think, though, so that wouldn't be that good to unpack.
But it's kind of interesting that it's got a sneaky thing in there. Like I want to just want to sneak this and just want to have this for, I just want
Yeah.
to like let's just have this we'll blow this over. I'm just going to do it
Mm-hmm.
a little tiny bit. It's just a little tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for a minute. It's just for temporary.
Yep.
And it'll do all kinds of things that just convincing. It's so funny, that voice. But here it is. It's been listened to and I'm doing it. So I want to be here on the couch. But is that true?
Yeah, I want to be on the couch. I I cannot with 100% certainty say that's true.
Awesome. Very good to know. Because I know it just feels like people say to me all the time, I don't even know if I have a thought. I'm just in here. I just find myself in the food, overwhelmed with eating, and then I kind of come to after. But you really do, you're not completely gone ever. I mean, it might seem like it, but I really want to be on the couch, just really sitting there and thinking, do I want this? Do I really want this? It's like the same thing with what you said around a few bites in, it's actually not even as good. And it's almost like you're disappointed, but trying to keep the first bite so much better.
Right. Trying to keep the dopamine hits.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, but what happens when you think? So it's not even, you already know it's not true.
Yeah.
But what happens when you think, I want to be on the couch doing this secret, this sneaky, you know? What happens when you think that?
What happens is I go into unconscious mode. I likely am also on my phone. And I eat until the bag is empty or I have like six times a normal serving
Sure.
of like a tablespoon of coconut butter. It's just like that's what happens when I eat on the couch
Yes.
and scroll.
Yeah. It just really just tips right over into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So see if you can find, you might not be able to, like kind of what state you were in right before the thought came to go do that. Anything else on?
Yeah, it was like I have to do something productive.
Ah,
It's like a
one of the
I
old,
know that the snack is always an avoidance tool or a I
yes.
don't want to do the thing I have to do.
Yeah. All right. It's such a good old favorite, like one of the top 10.
Hmm.
I need to do something productive.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I've watched enough Byron Katie to know that It is not true that you need to do something productive.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing how strong it can feel? Like you feel you just are really asking. It's not actually true.
Right.
But notice that. Notice what happens. So prior to the thought, let me just take a break. Oh my God, let me get out of here. Let me go to the couch. Look at all that happens when you think, I should be productive right now. What images do you have?
It's showing up blank because I'm like, actually, when I'm really clear on what I need to do, like the snacking is less likely to deter me.
Huh?
But when it's that like I could do this, I could do that, or I could just chill, like that uncertainty about what's next
Hmm.
often leads to
Ah.
like
So it's kind of
snack.
like ideas about producing come in. It's something around uncertainty. I'm uncertain
Hmm.
right now. I'm
Yeah.
uncertain. Danger, 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 uncertain,
Hmm.
you know? So just notice danger, danger, uncertain,
Hmm.
danger, uncertainty. You know, what time is it? What could I be doing? Where should I go? What did I know? I don't know. What's happening?
Hmm. Yeah.
And just notice, so just seeing that uncertain, who would you be without the thought? You know, uncertainty is present here. Uncertainty and it's bad, or uncertainty, just noticing any sensations around uncertainty that don't look comfortable.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the thought might be, I don't know what to do next.
Don't know what to do next. Yeah, don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Don't know what to do. All right. So this is one's interesting. I don't know what to do. Is it true?
I'm actually going to say yes. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
There's different things, and I don't feel like I know which one to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's a possible moment in the human
Hmm.
condition. All right. So notice what happens when you think that. There's possibilities. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. What happens is, let me think. So I'm like, I finished eating my breakfast. I have, you know, 60 minutes to 90 minutes clear in my schedule. And there's plenty of things I could do, but I'm not sure which one to do. So I think the thought, I don't know what to do next. And it makes me go to the pantry and get a little piece of chocolate and like dip it in some
Mhm.
coconut butter. And
Yeah.
that leads to me doing that again. And that leads me to doing that again. And then it leads to me pulling out the jar of coconut butter and sitting on the couch with a spoon
Yes. Okay.
while letting the thoughts run me of like, this is okay. This is okay.
Yeah. Isn't that just I don't know, you describe it well by also being willing to say that the little nuance and details of seeing I don't know what to do and it's got to be in there that I should be doing something. Like it's not, oh, I don't know what to do right now. Like I'm a little, I don't know, creature on this planet. Also the assumption that we're supposed to be doing something. Like doing needs to happen.
Mm,
And I don't know what it is, you know?
yeah.
So
Yeah, we could question, I need to do something.
yes, I need to do something. Yeah. I mean, just notice that how it's very old often, very old. You need to do something. You need to do something. And notice what happened, what it feels like in the body. I need to do something.
Yeah, definitely. It gives me a little bit of stress in my chest. to
Yeah.
think that thought, I need to do something.
Yes. So who would you be without that thought? Like just imagine. It's a very big thought.
Yeah.
Big, I just mean frequent. Who would you be without it? Can even just do that right now without any thought, I need to do something.
I feel like I would just be a girl standing in her kitchen
Great.
who had just put away her bowl from breakfast.
And see if you can find, so there's girl, human person standing in a thing called a kitchen,
Mhm.
having taken in some food in the world, like something that looks like a thing outside of the body has come into the body. We're done with that. And now no thought at all that any doing needs to happen whatsoever.
It's definitely very relaxing
Mm.
to think that thought
Hmm.
that no doing needs to happen.
Isn't that something? Is that amazing?
Yeah.
No doing needs to happen.
It's even a little challenging to believe. I'm like, really?
Yeah, right. I thought we're supposed to be doing something all the time. Yeah,
Because I'm like, even standing still, even meditating, like those are still doing something. That's a something.
yeah, right. Here I am. I planned on doing this nothing thing called meditate or whatever, or sleep,
Yeah.
or, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing nothing. Isn't that funny how strong that is of like a doing, doing, doing? Okay, so yeah, just really without that thought. So I don't need to do anything. I I I don't need to know what to do right now. What's the reality? I don't know. No,
Well, I think that thought is true. The,
yeah,
the thought of, I don't,
yes. Turnaround. The turnaround is more true. I don't need to do anything.
hmm
Yeah, I don't need to do anything.
yeah.
So funny. Like, why do we think we need to do things?
Yeah.
You know?
Because our Western culture
Yeah.
has
Speed.
has put doing on a pedestal.
Yes,
And
right.
and the truth is, I don't need to do anything because I I am fed, I am safe, I am loved, I am taken care of. If I never did another thing, I would be okay.
That's amazing. It's awesome to feel.
Yeah.
It is a really interesting one because people say, well, wait, you mean I don't need to go to work and I don't need to go to the grocery store and get some food and but it's really interesting to see what you think not doing. If you don't believe I don't need to do anything, like if you believe I don't need to do anything, you'll just sit on the floor all day. But you won't, because that doesn't, you just want to go move. It doesn't even feel that good to just like hold still in one position. Starts,
Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all.
no. So it's kind of like, I don't need a director in here kind of telling me what to do,
hmm
narrating the whole show. So I actually don't need to do anything. So it's great when I realize I have a bunch of options and there's just, yeah, pausing, just being with the moment. What would it be like to just look around your kitchen? No eating required. Don't need to do anything. Something's going to happen in 90 minutes, it looks like, but right now, nothing.
Yeah.
It's very light, you know, very light feeling.
Yeah,
So that's what I would live, that turnaround, you know.
that's a good one.
Yeah, looks like I really love the experiment of I want these ideas about not eating on the couch and eating on the just eating on the table are wonderful because it's very supportive for that the strength of the thing coming in that's just such a habitual pattern. And I actually want to find out what it's like if I don't need to do any of that stuff and I just do it this way. And it's like the way I like, so some structure is still fun. In fact, it even makes it work better. Like I love the idea of um, the way of putting this is like traffic lights. I don't hear you having any trouble with like that. Here's how I see that I want it to be sitting at the table, not over there on the couch, and also have so much compassion for the one that rushes to the couch or whatever, gets over there eventually. But it's still like it can be like a red light, like we don't do that. Like if I go to the corner, if I walk to my market, I have to go across a really busy street about a block away. And whatever the light says for me to do when I get there, that's what I do. Red light, green light, yellow light.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't even argue with it.
Love that.
Yeah. And I don't need to think about that right now. Do not need to think when I leave the house, I wonder if it's going to be a red light or a green light.
Right.
I just know when I get there. So it can be the same with the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just great that those structures they're so fantastic that they put in traffic lights because it's like then tons of cars can go by and no one gets in an accident. Awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So have fun
Thank,
playing with that.
yeah. Thank you so much, Grace.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely to look at those like very specific, beautiful moments and yeah, they can change. They can totally be different without out bracing yourself against them, but just kind of like going, what's really true here? Yeah, awesome. All right,
Thank you.
my friend. You're welcome. Lots of love. Bye.